Hey guys, welcome in. If you can share the live, I'm just sharing real quick. Alright. Stacy, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta grab my glasses. Hey guys. You good? Hold on. Hey Gigi. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, y'all. If you can share the live. What you doing, Dior? Alright. Hey guys, welcome in. Crystal, good morning. Sassy, good morning. Stacy, good morning. Tammy, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Hey, Joy, good morning. Guys, if you can share the live, please share the live. You're doing here but listening. I hope the baby's good. Enjoying the grandbaby. Maple syrup, I'm doing good. Good morning. I'm sure she's beautiful. Nothing like grandchild love. Alright, guys. So, I want to discuss yesterday. For those that saw me live yesterday, a lot of people had their opinion. Some people didn't understand where I was coming from. Some people did understand. I'm going to say this, right? I know what it's like to be in prison, right? And I couldn't imagine spending 20 years in prison. It's probably, I only did 2.5 years, and it was probably the worst time of my life. I have no right speaking on anybody's relationship, okay? I don't. So I want to apologize if that bothered anybody yesterday, that I was giving my opinion on the way people, if they want to go on live and they want to talk about their relationship and make themselves look stupid, that's on them, right? It just bothered me when I saw a woman upset and crying. Just like it bothered me when I saw Tish crying yesterday. Even though I don't like her, I don't like the person that she's become, it still bothered me, right? But it also made me realize that if it wasn't for her misgendering me, calling me Michelle, I really wouldn't be so angry with her. You know, I just think that that's disgusting, and it bothered me that she did that. Okay? If Tish can respect and not say my name and not misgender me and not call me, my dead name and all these things, then I have nothing to say to her. Okay? If she wants to talk to me, if you want to talk to me outside the app and have a conversation, we can do that too. Right? But I would really appreciate it if you did not misgender me and do the things that you've been doing to me. I think that it's wrong. But I do have compassion to your pain, because I know how it is when we have a breakup, right? God, I broke up with Ashley, and I spiraled after that, so I get it, um, I get it. But so that's that. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, you guys want me to take accountability? I slept on it, so I'll take accountability for the part that I play. Um, but letting people know that I will always stick up for my community. Okay, and I will always stick up for myself, and I will always let people know when I'm feeling some type of way. All right. So that's the first thing that. Good morning, Janet. That I want to discuss. All right. The second thing that I want to bring up is my addiction, right? Um, I will be an addict to the day I die, right? It doesn't mean that I will use pills, drugs, etc. It just means that I have to treat my disease always, okay? Um, Good morning, Angela. I've come on this app and I've been an open book, and there are days where I wish I haven't been an open book, that I've maybe put too much out there, because every time I open my mouth, the first thing people want to say is, "Did you fall off the wagon? What did he must be using?" And I really hate that. I hate that people automatically think that because I'm sticking up for myself, I'm using. I'm actually doing better than I've done in a very, very long time. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. Good morning, Christine. Um, I couldn't have done it without the people that I have in my life. Whether, good morning, Howard, whether they are people that agree with everything that I have to say or disagree with everything that I have to say. There are people that have been there for me unconditionally, no matter what. You know, um, it just sucks, guys. It really, really fucking sucks. It sucks that every time I have something to say, that's the first thing that people think that I'm fucking using. I think that a lot of us are just emotionally drained. A lot of us are in the middle. Um, we might have acquaintances or friends in one area that other people might not agree with, and it kind of makes things a little screwed up. I think that when it comes to children, right, children are definitely off limits, and I think that people have every right to stand tall when it comes to, you've hurt my child. I don't want to be anywhere near you. Um, I think they have every right to feel that way. There's so much I want to say, and but I always think about somebody else's journey and like, how will this affect them? Hey, love is pain. People will always prey on your weakness in order for them to feel superior. That is a fact. That's a fact. And I think there are people on this app that have a lot more issues than people know, right? But TikTok has painted a picture of them to be like this kind of like perfect person. Or not perfect, but like that person would never do drugs or um, have an issue with X, Y, or Z. But meanwhile, they have skeletons in that closet, you know? And you guys are just so fucking blind to it. So blind to it. So I need people to pay attention. You know, pay attention. Because you'll be surprised what people want you to know about them. Okay? I know for myself, I'm an open book. Okay? Y'all know that I am trans, right? You guys know that I've been in prison. You guys know that I struggle with substance abuse. I take you guys on my journey. I don't take hostages when I'm off my journey. Um, I'm always very blunt. I might not say the right thing at the right time, but when I have time to think about stuff, I will take accountability. And I'm not liked by many, but I am loved by enough. Okay? If there's anybody in my chat that I have offended or hurt in any type of way, I apologize. Those weren't my intentions. I understand that people go hard for certain people, and I get it, right? Um, Kudos to you. You know, I'm the same way. You know, when I care about people, I go hard for them. Even people that have hurt me over and over and over again. I still end up going hard for them, you know, until I realize. And sometimes it takes me hitting the wall a bunch of times before I realize it. People are sick, right? Because we spend so much time focusing on Mikey. You know, we're not really seeing what's going on with other people. I didn't mean that. Oh, I was gonna say you're loved by right ones, but my dog jumped on me. You're good, Tara. Dana, anyone and their mom has been talking about DNT people coming after you for that, are hypocritical. What is that? Everyone and their mom has been talking about. Listen, coming after me for what? Explain. That's the thing. See, again, I'm going to say this. Yesterday, I gave my opinion on because I don't like seeing a person, doesn't matter if it's somebody that I like or don't like, in pain. Right? It was something that they publicly put out there. Um, I just came on here today to let people know that I'm sorry, right, for the part that I've played. As far as voicing my opinion. And I will stop voicing my opinion, but what I won't stop is protecting myself and my community from anybody on this app bashing somebody in transition, or calling me my dead name, and I will always stick up for that. And if people think that that's wrong with me for sticking up for myself and my community, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. Who was talking mad shit on me? Listen, people are always gonna have something to say. Not everybody. Maple syrup. Oh yeah. Well, listen. Alright, after all the things I said were vile, what did I say that was vile? Please explain to me. Elaborate. Because I did nothing but speak the truth. Nothing I said was vile. That Tish needs to meet her maker. Okay, so basically, let me elaborate, right? A lot of people are intimidated by her. I'm not. That's what I mean. Is I'm gonna go give her right what she's put in. What the energy you put out there, I'm right there to pick it up and give it right back to you. I'm not scared. That's what that means. So again, that is not why I went live today. I didn't go live to reminisce about yesterday. Okay? Not is not what it means. That's not what it means. What do you think that it means? Looking for more money? No, I don't ask for money, but thank you. Actually, my paycheck hit, so no, I don't need any money. Thank you. I can't with people. Hey, KP. What's going on? But that's exactly what I meant. And she needs to meet her maker. Talking about myself. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I just came on here for a little bit to take accountability for the part I played yesterday. But I will continue to stick up for myself. Every time I want to voice my opinion, I'm kind of, it's getting old that people want to assume or think that I'm using, right? They put this label on me because I've been honest instead of them saying, hey, I'm proud of you, good job. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I have an amazing following that comes on my content and they lift me up every single day, and I thank them for that. Okay? But I hate the fact that every time I open my mouth, it's, oh, he must have fell off the wagon because he's voicing his opinion. No, I'm going to stick up for myself. I'm going to stick up for myself because it bothers me when you call me my dead name. It bothers me when you misgender me. So I'm going to stick up for myself. Hey, Sassy. You know, and all right, okay. You guys wanna hear my opinion on some things, right? I have always came on this app and I have always told you guys the truth, right? I don't lie. That's one thing that I don't do is lie. And if I am wrong for something, I will. It might not be right away, but when I sit back and I think about my actions, I take accountability. I do. Okay? You guys pay so much attention on the wrong things, right? But what about the good things? Do you guys pay attention to that too? I'm just wondering. Oh, I ignore the hate, you know? I ignore the hate, and then there's some things that I need to hear. It makes me realize some things. But why are people listen, you guys are entitled to say whatever you want to say, right? But I'm gonna ask you if you're gonna be in my chat to have respect for people unless they give you a reason not to respect them. Okay? If someone is giving you a reason not to respect them, then I get it. But don't just come after somebody for no damn reason. Okay? Because you want to be noticed. There's another way of doing things other than attacking somebody just to be noticed. Alright, after all, listen, what is full accountability? You have so much, so much, so much to say. Full accountability. So much to say. You must be, bored or something. I mean, you could have just called me. We could have just had a conversation over the phone. But I guess coming on a fake account is better. It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to say this, right? People are not who they say they are on this app. Okay? They spend so much time picking apart other people that need to be lifted up, when if they would just look in the fucking mirror and realize they have a problem. They're no different than me or that one with the drug problem or that one with the drug problem. Okay? Take a look at your issues. And when you're ready to take accountability and get honest about your issues, then maybe people will have respect for you. Because right now, my respect level is about half a cup. Okay? It's about half a fucking cup. You give what you get. Okay? So stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. Take a look in the fucking mirror and realize, hey, I might have a problem. And the reason why I'm doing X, Y, and Z is because the problem is within me. And maybe I need to take a look at that. I am the problem. Because I have an untreated disease that has not been treated. Okay? I am the problem. Then when the fog goes away, you might realize that people had good intention. See, I'm not perfect. But I know I say certain things to certain people. So there might be like 2 people that might know something so that I could do process of elimination. Because if I tell about 10 people a certain thing, then I know that it's going to be a lot harder for Mikey to figure shit out. Okay? After all, you know what the fuck I mean. You know what I mean. Just do the math. Alright? Do the math. Let's stop playing stupid. Let's stop playing stupid and let's take accountability. Let's take accountability. Alright? And it's not much because there are people on this app that I could say, when they're able to be a good friend, they are good friends. But unfortunately, they spend so much time trying to navigate everybody else's life, they forget about their own and their own problems. So, Reddit news, yes, I told him that. What did you tell me? I missed something. Okay, so to me, meeting your maker does not mean death What I'm saying is you met your match, okay? You met somebody who's been through hell and back just like you, who's not going to take your shit, okay? That's what it meant. So if that's what you guys thought, I'm sorry, but that's not what I meant. So maybe you need to um, ask somebody to elaborate on what they mean before you assume, because not everybody's meaning of something means the same. Okay, so if you thought that I meant she needs to meet death, then you don't know me very well as a person, because I would never wish death on anybody. Okay, not even somebody that's dragged my name for no fucking goddamn reason. Okay, I would never wish death on somebody. What the fuck are you talking about? Um, After all, I really wish you'd come in your real account and challenge me with the truth. Because listen, I'm going to say this, right? When we're in conversations with people and we're upset or we're angry, a lot of us say things that we don't mean. Um, Shit, you know? I sometimes wish that somebody would fucking get their big toe fucking ran over by a fucking train. Okay? Does that mean that I wish they would die? No. Does it mean that I am upset and hurt? Yes. But I would never really mean death on somebody. Never. No, for me, when I said meet your maker, okay, your match, your maker, whatever the fuck, that's what it means. It doesn't mean death. I guess that's the only thing I said wrong. It's crazy. So I get that much hate because you guys interpreted something different than what I said. Is it just because I'm Mikey and you guys look at me as this drug addict? I'm curious. People have said a lot worse. A lot worse. Listen, you can call me bitch all day long. That wouldn't bother me. Calling me Michelle, um, calling me a disgusting female. I'm not a female, I'm a male. Okay? Hey, Genesis. How come you guys are not upset about those things, but yet you're upset with meeting your maker? I didn't deny not saying it, but my meaning and your meaning might be different. Because they're not me or you. Alright, let's see if this box works today. Oh, it works.
What's up, Mikey? Can you hear
Oh,
me?
hey, KP, what's going on? Good morning.
Listen, so good morning. To a lot of people, meet your maker means like you're about to meet Jesus. So I didn't see your live yesterday. I'm just reading your comments because I came in
I,
today,
I didn't
and
even
I'm
know,
like,
to be honest. I always
you
thought it
you
meant like
taking a
meeting your
stand.
match.
Yeah, right. And so I agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying because I that's how I would fucking say it, and I get that. That's exactly what I'm trying to explain. A lot of people would be like, oh, meet your makers. Oh, that's meet Jesus. You're making threats. No, no, listen. We're going to need people to humble themselves and take it back a notch, okay? So he's taking accountability for whatever was said yesterday because that wasn't his intent. When people say things, like a lot of the times when it's said, it's perceived differently, whether it's your tone, the way it comes out, how what words you use, things like that. Everybody's going to interpret that differently. I totally agree with what you're saying. I think it's great that you are A, owning your shit, taking accountability, whether they believe it or not, but B, standing up against somebody who has literally belittled the fuck out of you based on male, female, whatever, and then threw it in your face and then claims this, that, and the other thing. Good on you. Good on you. The issue with your chat right now is they're like, oh, you're not taking accountability. You're gaslighting. No, you guys don't understand in the chat that meet your maker means different things to different people. Because if I were to say you about to meet your maker, I'd be like, you're about to meet your match. You about to meet your match, bitch. That's what I would say. You damn right. But to people in this chat, Mikey, they're seeing it from a different perspective because they don't sit with people like us. And I say people like us because according to TikTok and society, we're just addicts. We're just this. We're pieces of shit. We're whatever, right? So they're never going to see it from our perspective. They don't want to humble themselves because they're too high on that pedestal. You see what I'm saying? They're 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 way up there. They're never going to bring themselves back down to understand because they don't want to. They're
Because they're
choosing
kept
not
at that
to.
standard from people. And it's sad
Correct.
because it's stopping
Correct.
them from getting honest and saying, hey, I have a problem. You know, they're afraid that people are going to listen
Correct.
to them because they also are a drug addict. But go ahead.
Correct. See, you just nailed it. So you already know.
Right.
So to the people in your chat, when you said meet your maker, they're like, oh, you wish death upon Tish. Nah, bitch. You met your match. Because you keep coming for me, I'm going to match your energy. That's how I take that statement. But when they're so literal and dumbfounded by society, they don't know how to humble themselves. So good on you for understanding. And hopefully, I broke it down or dumbed it down enough for the people way up there on their pedestals. But good for you, Mikey. Good for you. Fuck these people. You
Yeah.
ain't got to explain it. Do you, my guy? Do you?
Thank you,
All right,
Kate.
I'll let you have your live back. I just needed to say that because your chat's fucking annoying.
Thanks. I appreciate you.
That's all.
Have a
You're
good day.
welcome. Appreciate you. You too.
All right. So that is not what I meant. I was not telling Tish to meet God and die. That is not what I was saying on my live at all. So now that we got that out of the way, I also just seen a comment. Hold on a second. Let's get back to it. That I was lying on Danny. I did not lie on Danny yesterday at all. Everything that I said was my opinion. Um, I said that speaking to a woman and humiliating a woman, whether it was Danny or Madonna, is exactly what I said yesterday, was distasteful to me and to other people. And women shouldn't be spoken to that way. That is my opinion. Okay? If that's me lying on Danny, then I don't know what to tell you. But when we are enraged and overwhelmed and going through something in a relationship, sometimes we say things that we don't mean, especially on a breakup. And in defense of the person, let's just say she was having a bad day, and that is why she spoke to that person that way, right? That's why I gave my opinion, because I thought it was distasteful and disgusting. Okay? So I never lied on Danny. Me and Danny never spoke. Me and Danny do not speak. Me and Danny are not cold. Again, it didn't matter if it was Danny or a woman down the street, okay, being spoken to that way. It was distasteful, and I voiced my opinion. Anything else? Thank you, Sarah. Little poop poop. My live is public. It's been streaming for 2 days now since it's been up. So a lot of people have seen my live that weren't there yesterday. In case little poop poop you haven't noticed, there are creators that stream things all night, all day. You don't have to be in my live to see shit. Okay, poop poop. I'm just saying. Right. So abuse. People automatically think that when someone says you abuse somebody, you put their hands on somebody. If I'm not physically there, right? I've never seen Tish or Danny in person, right? So how would I know or see that she's being abused? I don't know that. I've never seen something like that, but I've seen her be abused verbally. Okay, um, online, the whole world has. That's what I said. So for those that need knowledge, being abused does not mean just physical abuse. Okay? You can be verbally abused. Matter of fact, verbal abuse sometimes hurts more than physical abuse. Did you know that? Do you need educating? Kimmy, unfortunately, when you put your business on the internet, especially your relationship, and it becomes everybody else's opinions go into your relationship, it causes horrible, horrible stuff. Just breathe. Yes, cheating is definitely abuse. So these are all the things that I was saying. So the way you interpret something might not be the way I am interpreting it or I'm saying it. So go ahead and why don't you ask me instead of assuming? Because see how the internet, you guys run wild with certain things. And you guys are wrong. So let me educate you, okay? You can definitely be abused verbally, and especially when you're being cheated on. That right there can really destroy a person. I am wrong, poop poop, but why don't you come in with your real account and then we can talk. All right?
These people in your comments are annoying. I don't know how you keep so level headed. I'm so proud of you. I
Listen,
love how you broke it down. I don't mean to take over your live, but
no, you're
like
good.
I can't sit here and listen to or read this shit. All right. I love how you broke it down. Abuse. It's not just hands-on. It's not physical. Mikey just said it. Verbal, mental abuse is far much more worse most times than the physical aspect of it. Like your words will linger. Your bruises will go away. Do you hear what he's saying? Okay. Do you guys hear what he's saying? Cheating on somebody, that is going to sit with them. That's going to stay with them. That is also a form. When you gaslight, when you make their feelings irrelevant and it no longer matters or pertains, that's a whole nother form. It's the same shit. You guys don't want to listen to Mikey because you're looking at him like, oh, you're just another addict on this app, and all you did, did you hear the past tense in that for everybody listening? All you did was talk shit and drag people. Okay? Listen to what he's saying. Because for once, I'm actually seeing Mikey for Mikey and not who he used to be, and seeing this change that he's not even getting credit for. He's speaking on a situation that people made public. And by people, I mean HB. HB's the one that brought it to the platform by saying, well, if they get back together, which told everybody and their mama they were split up. He spoke his opinion on it after they were side by side in boxes, after they had their downfall and outrage, after other and multiple people have gone live. You can blame RT, you can blame whoever. I tell you, I called it out the second HB said it. You must have missed my live, Emma. Anyways, long story short, because I'm not arguing with these people in your chat. Long story short, when it becomes public, like when I do dumb shit on the internet, guess what? Everybody fucking talks about it. Oh, I don't expect anything less. And you know what? The same people we're speaking on were actually people that spoke on my situation. So I don't give a fuck. Ain't that some shit? How does it feel? The only difference is we actually, and I feel like, Mikey, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we're on the same side here. I feel like you and I are on the same side. And I say that because, like, I feel bad for Danny. Tish has publicly humiliated her, disregarded her feelings, and just acted like she doesn't give a fuck. And I feel like everybody has seen it. And Danny is like putting her heart out there. You can tell Danny wants it to work. I hope they can make it work. I don't believe they're going to with HB in the picture, but there's that. There is that.
I think there's a part of Tish also that is feeling guilt and hurt because
1,000%, but she is trying so hard not to show it. Absolutely. I agree, and she's trying so hard not to show it because she's got that little bird chirping in her ear. See, Danny's people are probably being like, Danny, just leave it alone, don't do that. And then you got HB, who's probably telling Tish, fuck her, you better off, yada yada type of shit, because I sat with HB. I understand that, right? So that's what I'm saying. I understand exactly what your motive is, and for people to say you're wrong for speaking on it, first of all, when you go live and you held lives and previously throughout all the years on TikTok, people spoke on you like a motherfucker because it was public. Every time it's public, somebody's got something to say. It's not Mikey's problem, my problem. It's not our fault that their shit got taken to the app and we get to see it and we get to voice our opinions on it, because now it's your turn and now you're mad and you don't like it, because we've all had our turns. We have all had our turns. All of us.
Christine, you're right. It
We
isn't.
just have more sympathy.
It isn't anybody's business, but unfortunately, they did put it out in the internet, right? So now I'm gonna just say this, right? So we're not gonna talk about other people's relationships anymore. You guys have. I hope we clarified. I clarified with you that I did not wish death on anybody. I was saying meet your maker, meaning meet me. That was my interpretation of it. Um, you know, everybody.
Like you're trying to say you met your match.
Right.
You met your match.
Right.
And they're not understanding that. All right, gotcha.
It's all over Facebook too. Right. See, I'm not even on Facebook with them. I don't know. I just came on here because I was upset. I'm tired of being misgendered. I'm tired of being spoken about. I'm tired of being called my dead name. I wanted to.
But how long did you sit quiet before you spoke, Mikey? That's what I want to know. How long did you sit quiet before you spoke?
For a while.
Exactly, because I heard your name get brought up at least 5 days ago. Right. 5 days ago for sure.
Right.
And before that, I couldn't tell you. Emily's not wrong. She said her issue is that they didn't bring it to the app. Tish and Danny did not bring it to the app. They sure didn't. Emily, but guess what? Their friends did. Whoever they're friends with, they did. And then when they did, then Tish and Danny brought it to the app, because I didn't speak until after Tish and Danny brought it to the app, and neither did Mikey. So don't come at Mikey for having a voice and an opinion after he's done been trashed, belittled, and degraded for who he is. Don't come at me for having a voice of opinion after they done fucking drug my kid, played clips, and did what they did, and all sat together and laughed about it. The people that dished out all this karma are now getting the shit back handed to them, and now everybody's supposed to shut up. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, bro. That's probably not going to happen because all of us that have ate their shit for years upon years are going to sit back and the only one I'm feeling bad for right now is going to be Danny. Sorry about it. And that's because Tish publicly humiliated the fuck out of her, whether she agrees to that or not. She did.
And now she has to sit with self and figure it out. So
I
I'm not.
agree. I'll let you have your live back. But they get on board, guys. Y'all got to follow the storyline. If not, go. Apparently, there's like YouTubes and T pages. You could go catch up. All right. Sorry, Mikey.
No, you're good, KP. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye. All right, hold on, Christine. Just give me 1 second. Emily, listen. I'm sorry if you don't agree or like me. You have every right to stand up for your people. But I hope that I've clarified that I did not wish death on anybody, nor would I ever. Have I said stupid things when I'm angry? Absolutely. Um, but saying something and meaning something are two different things. Okay? They're trying to make sure. Okay. So I'm just trying to read some of these comments. All right, Emily. Used with ill intent. Again, you're entitled to feel whatever you want to feel or interpret whatever you want to interpret. But I'm moving on now, okay? I'm done. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Oh, listen, I know that I'm loved, and I know that I have tons of support. I mean, I'm living with a friend that she's not my family, but she is my family, right? She's a friend that opened her door to me to help me start a new life. Okay, so I know that there's good on this app and there's good people, and you can meet amazing people, and not everybody is for everybody. Okay, hold on, Christine, you ready? Where are you? I just sent you an invite. There you go.
It said you missed my comment. I never meant to request. I took it away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no
Okay.
big deal. Yeah, I got nothing. There's way too much to address in here, so I'm going to address nothing.
All right, when you don't know what to say, just don't say anything at all.
Yep.
A wise person once said to me. All right. I'll let you guys talk that out. Yeah, you guys talk that out. See what's going on. I have no idea. Again, not everybody is for everybody on this app, and people don't really know people until they get to know somebody or speak to somebody and have a conversation with somebody. And sometimes you're not going to like or agree with what somebody has to say, but you'll listen. All right. I've learned way too many times on this app that it's very easy to wear your heart on your sleeve and to get hurt by people. Um, you'll come back with KP? Okay. All right, guys. They want to talk it out right now, so hold on. Let's let them talk. Hold on. Mm.
Welcome to the shit show, Mikey.
Listen, if we can get one good thing out of today.
I like that your live is calm though. There's no screaming and yelling. Like it's just everybody can talk whether we agree or not. It's actually very calm. So I dig that. Hi, Christine.
What's up?
Okay, you made a comment in the chat about me sitting with Train. Can I ask why you said that?
I said you were cool with Train because I've seen you guys in lives and hey, call me, you have my number.
So that's what she said. Correct.
Yeah.
I do not have her number. If you would have seen the other comments that weren't screenshotted and posted, I don't have Train's number. I never saved her number. I will never, and let me make this very clear to everybody watching, I will never have a conversation with Train privately off this app, whether it's text, whatever, yada, yada. The last one I had was with Train, Lala, and RT, which I give two fucks about because they were speaking on Jessa, so who gives a fuck? But since I found out about the shit with my kid and how far that went and did my shit, I will never have a conversation with Train off this app. I am not cool like that with Train. I will never be cool like that with Train because of what she did. So I want to make that very clear. Train and HB are X'd. They're like, go fuck yourself. I could probably fix shit with a lot of people, but those people right there, Train and HB for sure, Jessa as well, never will be fixed. Never. Never. I don't care who you are, never. You couldn't convince me otherwise.
Is that all?
Does that answer it? Does that answer it?
Your answer was in the comments before we even got in the box.
Oh, well, your comment came after where you said you'd get in the box. So I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it or not. So I got in the box to like clear that up. There's a lot of people. I mean, I don't want to sit with any of these people. If you want me to be honest, I don't want to sit with Danny or Tish or I don't want to sit with that. I don't even want to sit with Dee Dee. I mean, I wish her the best. I don't want to sit with any of them. I wish them the best. I don't want to sit with none of them. But I'm not going to sit here and watch people like Mikey get ate alive for speaking his truth and speaking his opinion because they done just did that to me. Everybody just did that to me.
Well, I think you're a couple chapters behind on that aspect. Since I'm in the box, I will tell everybody in here because I've seen all the comments. I have spoke to Mikey and I have given Mikey my opinion. I've also spoke to Tish prior to yesterday and given Tish my opinion. They both come for each other. What I have seen in the last 2 weeks is Mikey takes the jab first and Tish reacts. And like everybody on this app says, you can't tell me how to react. However, I have told Tish that I do not agree with the misgendering or calling him out of his name. She can call him a bitch all day long. He can call her an animal. They can go at it and they can do their thing as much as they want. There's just some things that I personally don't agree with. Mikey, is that not what I said to you?
Yes.
Yes. And I have also shown Mikey the trend of him live, then Tish live, him live, then Tish live. So I think there's some broken down piece here of who starts what.
Yes and no. I told you earlier.
So, Christine, you're saying Mikey went for Tish before Tish went for Mikey is what you're trying to say.
And I like to say, no, that is not the case. There are times when
this
Christine
did
thinks
start
that everything is trended. And so people see everything. Well, everything is not trended because a lot of people don't see when people are up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and they're bashing or calling Michelle from across the room.
Correct.
To get a reaction.
Okay, but Mikey,
quiet and
you might go live at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and Tish might not find out about your 2 o'clock in the afternoon live until she's live at 2 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't negate the fact that you say her name first. And I'm not going to argue it. We've already talked about it.
And I disagree with you.
Now, that's okay. Now, there is also the aspect of meet your maker. We've discussed that. I told Mikey, just like everybody else, in my opinion, that means meet Jesus. We've already discussed it. He meant something different, and that's okay.
I like that we have a difference in opinion in that because I say meet your makers like meet your match. So I love that we have a different opinion of that because that right there just shows that everybody takes into perspective differently.
He's explained what he meant by it, and that's great. That
Right.
for
Everybody
me,
takes it into
that part
perspective
is mute
differently.
at this point. But I
Right.
wouldn't be Christine if I didn't say Tish has also wished death on Mikey. So it, like I said, they both go at each other. At the end of the day, I am 100% confident that if Mikey stops saying Tish, Tish will stop saying Mikey. They can both forget about each other.
Well, of
I am
course, she's going to
very
move on to somebody else. That's what she does.
Listen, I'm not here to shit talk anybody. Not Mikey, not Tish, not anybody. I didn't even want to give my opinion on this, but since everybody has theirs in the
Christine, can
comments
I
and
ask
I'm
you a
already
question? Why didn't you get in my box when they were all coming for me?
KP, what time? Because you got in
Exactly.
Tish's box.
Exactly.
You got in
No,
Tish's
exactly.
box.
That was my question. That was my question.
I got in their boxes and came for you myself because you flat out
I
fucking
love that
disrespected
you
me.
always you know what? I think you carry yourself very well. I love that. I love the way you carry yourself because you're so cordial about it, right? But I also dislike the fact that you're involved in so much shit and you're so opinionated. But when it
This
comes to the
coming from
truth,
you, KP?
there are times that you just don't speak. Like you're telling Mikey in his own life that he's fucking wrong. Do you realize that?
Absolutely, because I'm going to stick by my truth. I also told Mikey off the app. I didn't come in here and humiliate him yesterday. I told him off the app.
You're coming in to humiliate him right now, which
I'm not
tells me
trying to
you had a
humiliate him. Does
conversation
anybody
with
in the
Dee Dee.
comments feel that I'm humiliating Mikey?
You literally said that Tish would not be coming for him if he didn't speak first. It was his fault.
That's my opinion. And I told Mikey that off the app.
Why say it on the app? Why say it on the app?
Because I'm going to stick by how I feel. I could throw that right back at you and say, why do you come on the app with your opinions on shit? Why are you giving...
Because the people that I'm speaking on spoke on my child and played videos and laughed about it and did what they did. That's exactly why I come on the app. I can say that. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I get a kick out of this shit because the people that deserve their karma are eating their karma right now. So I'm getting a kick out of it.
Oh, well, good for
That's
you.
why I
Did you get a
that.
kick out of it when you came in Tish's box and tried to paint a
Yeah, I
whole
did.
picture that I did something wrong
the truth-
by texting
the
your
truth-
girlfriend and saying, "Hey, it's Christine. I was asked to give you this video."
You realize that that's the only conversation you've ever texted her, and that's the whole thread she has. So
That's
when you
the whole
lied,
text thread, but there's a whole TikTok message thread before that.
About TikToks.
No, not about TikToks, about that day, about when we got on a call with you and what the basis of the call was going to be for, and her going to
you realize
and putting
she was
you
on
in
the
communication
phone
with
when
me.
you called
You're
me?
not going to fucking sit here and gaslight me, KP. What you did
I'm
that
not
day
gaslighting.
was
I'm not
1,000% a lie and painted a picture of me that was not true.
Jessica the videos. All you did was send her the videos. And then you went to the
why
app
did you
and
come
you
in
said,
Tish's box green screening my text as if I went to her about something completely different? Because that
No,
whole
I
fucking
green
day,
screened
I
the
had
fact
no
that
problem
she
saying
sent
I
me the
sent her the
videos.
video. No,
green
KP,
screened
you're
the
not
fact that
going
she
to
sent me the
gaslight
videos.
me. You're not going to
That's not
gaslight
the-
me. You're
Why
a
are you
fucking
getting
piece
so
of
angry?
shit. That's what you are.
Why are you-
You're left
why
with
you guys get so
nobody, and
angry
now
when
you're
you're
coming to
wrong?
Mikey to try and befriend him because you have nobody
I don't
else.
need to.
All
I don't
right,
need
listen,
to be
we're
friends
not-
with
we're
Mikey.
not-
Me and
let's-
Mikey don't
let's
need to
take
be
it down a notch.
besties.
I'm not gonna put people down.
Yeah,
but
yeah, chill out. Why are you getting so mad? I'm talking to you.
Let's-
All
let's
I
do it.
showed on that green screen was the screenshot of what the video that you sent to Jessica
No, that's
to
not what
show
you did,
what day and
KP.
time.
That is not what you did.
That's all you sent her in text. That's all I
That
had to
is
show.
not what you did. You showed that
That's
green
all you
screen
had to
because
show.
in it was me saying that me and Dee Dee were not speaking. That's why you showed it.
No, listen, that's me. That's me. That's my
Oh,
conversation.
God, help me. Oh, my God.
You told everybody you weren't speaking to Dee Dee.
No, I didn't tell everybody, KP. I told 3 people.
I thought you told nobody.
And I'm sorry, is that
Which
against
one
the
is it?
law? Am I not allowed
I thought
to
you
say
told
me and
nobody.
Dee Dee are not speaking?
Christine, I thought you told nobody.
When did I say
thought
I
you
didn't
told
tell
nobody.
anybody?
You told Dee Dee when she was in the box with everybody that you told nobody.
No, I said I
that y'all
never
weren't
talked
speaking.
shit on her because I didn't talk
And
shit
then
on her.
and then it changed to, well, I only told Danny and Train. And then it changed to,
No, I never
well,
talked to
KP
Train.
knew because
Never
I
spoke
came
to Train.
forward. And then I found out you told Swain. Oh, ain't that
Who
some
the fuck
messy
is
shit?
Swain?
That's my
Oh,
Jessica.
Jessica?
You're welcome. The one,
Jessica.
yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, you had conversations with her because you told her you
I
weren't
didn't have
talking to.
conversations with her. See, this is where you gaslight and you lie.
Oh, you
I
see
didn't
how
have
she just said she didn't have
conversations with her.
conversations? So how would I show it if she didn't have conversations?
No,
Y'all see how I
you're
caught her up
saying
there?
you're saying
Ain't that
plural,
some
KP.
shit?
You're saying plural, KP.
Ooh.
I had one conversation with Jessica, and that was to get in touch with you.
I didn't
and
even
then while
know
on
until
the
you
call
guys
with
were
you,
live.
you asked me to send her that video, and that's what I did.
I did ask you to send it to Jessica because I called you blocked. You're correct. I called you blocked. You added your Jessica
So
with the
why
pink
did
hearts
you
in.
come in Tish's box and pass
So
that
I'm going to tell
conversation
you why.
off
I'm going to
like it
tell
was
you
something
why
that
I
it
showed
wasn't?
those screenshots. I'm going to tell you why I showed those screenshots because while I was in Tish's box and we were talking about what we were talking, Jessica sent them to my phone and I text her back while I was in Tish's box and I said, I'm going to show these. She goes, I didn't expect anything less. And guess what?
Exactly.
I showed them because
Jessica,
Jessica
what did I
was
ever
tired
do
of
to you?
She was
to
tired
make
of
you
you.
jump on board with
Christine.
let's everybody bash Christine. Let's
Hold
everybody
on,
paint
Christine.
a picture.
No, it wasn't that. It was the fact that
it
you
was
were telling
1,000% that, KP.
Christine, shut up for a second.
Let her just talk for a second. Let her talk. Breathe.
You were telling everybody, you didn't tell anybody that you and Dee Dee weren't talking, right? That's what you were saying at the time, is I didn't tell anybody me and Dee Dee weren't talking. Swain got fed up with hearing this shit, okay? Because I even said on the live, not privately, on the live, I said Christine fucking told me they weren't talking. Jessica sent me your messages where you told her you weren't talking to Dee Dee, and that's why your messages got green screen. Because you originally started out with you guys weren't talking.
Okay.
Good God.
Again, I don't understand why that
Fuck.
was such a bad thing, but okay. The whole basis of that
Because you
day's
lied to
lives.
Dee Dee. Because you lied to Dee Dee and you told Dee Dee, I didn't tell anybody that we weren't talking. You lied. You flat out lied. Who cares?
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
Who gives a fuck? That's why it got green screened, was because you were trying to tell everybody you didn't say nothing, but you did. And you told me and Jessica weren't even talking then.
I have a very difference of opinion. That day's live started with Dee Dee apologizing to you, turned into Train's messages, and then trickled over to Tish's live, where everybody involved in that equation saw an opportunity to flip the script and put it on Christine when Christine had nothing to do with that situation. And
Dee Dee probably
right
should never have even brought it to the app to begin with, because all she did was start a whole nother war. You realize that?
I'm giving no opinion on that. I've given my opinion where
you
my
gave your opinion
matters.
at the time. Her coming to the app to publicly apologize to KP and say KP was right did nothing but start up a whole nother war. You realize that, right?
And you were given multiple opportunities for the whole entire live to stop, and you said keep going.
I didn't say keep going. I just held on with my live. The fuck?
No. Dee Dee was live. You came in, said it was the anniversary of Madre's death. Right then and there, I said, KP, this doesn't have to happen.
I didn't even know what y'all were talking about, right? And I wanted a distraction.
And as it continued,
and
I ended up in a
little continue on with what the fuck you were gonna say. You're right.
As it continued, I gave you multiple opportunities for it to stop, and you said, "Nope, it's fine. It's fine. Let's continue." I even got into it with your mod Deb because Deb was coming to your defense. This shouldn't be happening. Blah blah blah. And
Correct.
I said, Deb, KP's been asked multiple times. And you said, nope, keep going. And then you went live after I even told you, KP, don't go live and address it anymore.
Once. I brought it up.
No, you love it, KP. You love it because it makes you money.
Another day.
You love it because it makes you money.
Go look at how much money I'm making on this app. Do you want me to show you? I think I've made like $26 in the last 2 weeks. Are you that stupid? Okay. Are you that dumb?
$26 is $26. That's a case of beer, ain't it, KP?
Oh, for 2 weeks? Oh, but I'm such an alcoholic. Ain't that weird? So how's the mathing, Christine? How's the mathing if I'm such an alcoholic? What's $26 going to do for an alcoholic?
Why are we jumping?
Go look it up, boo-boo.
Addictions. We're not going to do that on my live. That we're not going to do.
Well, that's what they do. Because they're not like us, Mikey. That's what they do.
Because that's why my live started today. It started because everybody wants to attack people's addictions. Let's not do that, right? Let's if we're to talk, we're going to communicate without going.
Okay, I apologize. I won't attack the addiction. I apologize. Okay, moving on. Are we done?
Are we done? I hope so.
Oh, I've been done. I didn't know that her comment came in late. So when she said she'd get in a box with me, I was like, okay, all right.
I'm
I
glad
didn't know we were going to go here.
I'm glad you
I didn't
guys
know we were
hashed
going to
it
go
out.
here.
I'm glad that you guys,
It
there was
was
a lot
calm.
of communicating and miscommunications between the both of y'all, and sometimes people need to talk, and because what Christine might be perceiving something is definitely not what it sounds to me like. Your meaning of something does not match what Christine's meaning of something is. And that's
1,000%.
exactly what just happened to me when I said meet your maker. People assumed that I meant I wanted someone
Exactly.
to to,
Yep.
to on
I
this
hope
app.
your
I
eyes are
really,
open, Mikey. I hope your eyes are open. That's all I'm going to say.
my
Keep
eyes
No,
your
are
eyes
just
open.
KP. Just say what you mean by that. Just say what you mean by that. Get rid of Christine. Say
no.
that.
Listen to me,
Oh my God,
Christine.
it had nothing to do with you,
Listen,
Christine.
I will say this with KP in the box, right?
Go ahead.
And I will say this with every single person in my chat. Christine has been nothing but a friend to me. She tells me like it
That
is.
had
She
nothing to do
tells
with
me
Christine.
this has nothing to do with Christine. Okay, Christine, you
Nothing.
have been an
Nothing.
amazing friend to me. You have, when I'm wrong, you tell me I'm wrong. When I'm right, you tell me I'm right. You give your opinion. You've always had a strong opinion. I've always respected you for that. Always. And I will always respect you for that. Okay? But moving on, right? I'm gonna continue my live. I love your faces, but you both,
All right, have a good day, Mikey.
I'll see you in my chat.
I'll be in your chat.
You got it. Thank you. All right. I don't want anybody's day to veer off and to go into a bad mood. All right. I wanted to come on here, take accountability for the part I play. Played yesterday, and like Christine said, in her opinion, I punch the bear when I am, I started with Tish, and that's her opinion, right? I don't feel that way. I feel that there are things that people don't see because a lot of things are done late at night. Um, but when I'm being misgendered and I'm being called Michelle in the night, and I take a few days to process it and then decide to go live, it looks like I'm the one starting shit. Um, so I'm gonna say this: I will not say anything unless I am misgendered or called Michelle, or you want to degrade my addiction. I have every right to stick up for myself. Other than that, I have nothing to say on any of these people. Okay? I have nothing to say on any of these people. And for the people that want to come in and stir the pod and start pod, I say pod because I was in prison, so we had pods, but it's pot, right? See how the miscommunication then goes? Okay, good. I'm glad I cleared that up. Um, those people, right, need to take a look in the mirror and realize that they have some skeletons in their closet that they need to address. Okay? Stop being in everybody else's business and take care of the skeletons in your closet. Okay? I have plenty of people that have my back. I don't need you to help me or take care of me or none of that stuff. Okay? I've always taken care of myself, but as far as like, saying you want to protect me from the old or whatever, protect yourself and take care of your skeletons, please. And with that being said, is there anything else that anybody wants to address in my live before I go start my day? Emily, I actually checked out your profile yesterday to see if I know who you are, and I have no idea who you are. You just popped up out of nowhere in my lives. But you have a very strong opinion, and you don't like me, and you don't know me. We've never had a conversation. You've never commented on my content. You've never come into my lives before this. Um, so I'm going to say, like I say to everybody, if you want to get to know me and you want me to respect your opinion, whether I like it or not, stick around. If not, then I'm glad you stopped by. Okay? No, I'm not gonna allow Nikki anybody to disturb my peace. You know, I'm at a good place in my life. And another thing, right? I don't tell. Thank you so much for the roses. I do not tell a lot of people my business. All right. The reason why a lot of people don't know exactly where I am, right? Is because TikTok could be kind of fucked up, right? And people have done many, many things to me in the past, call my job and sabotage my life and all this other stuff, right? But it's not about me just thinking about me. It's me thinking about the people that I live with as well, right? And their privacy and their home and stuff like that. So I only told 3 people where I am. Only 3 people on this app. Actually, I'm sorry. It's 3 people plus another person that would never, ever in a million. Well, to be honest, it's very easy to do the process of elimination with these people. But yesterday, a message came in, and it was, "Are you living with this person?" Right? Only a few people knew where I was, which means out of those people, somebody told people where I live. Thank you so much for that. Um, and I'm going to tell you this. Shame on you. You want to know why? The reason why I kept my address so private is because these people have done some real disturbing things to me. Um, have violated my privacy in such a way that is really disturbing. So the fact that you don't care that your address is out there and you're doxxed and whatever, the fact that you want to go and tell people where I live, if I want to tell people where I live, I'll do it. I don't need you to do it. So shame on you. Okay? Shame on you, is all I'm going to say. So, what did we learn today in Mikey's Live? Trust no one. Thank you, sweetheart. Trust no one. Because you never know who might be that person holding on to things. Instead of them saying, "Hey, Mikey, by the way, um, did you say these things about me? Because they kind of hurt my feelings." You hold on to it forever. You don't confront me. And it builds up in your system. And this whole time, you really had some vendetta against me. When all you had to do is say, "Mikey, why did you say that?" That's what you had to say. We've had so many conversations, and not one time have you confronted me and said, "Hey, by the way, did you say XYZ about me?" And I would have elaborated. And I would have respected you more for asking me. But I get it, because there were horrible things that you have said about me. And because of other friends, I didn't repeat it. And I just continued to be your friend. So I get it. I get it. As the tables turn on TikTok. What did you learn today in Mikey's Live? Trust no one. Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. If nobody told you I love you today, I do. Go out there and grab life by the balls. All right. And make something of yourself. Um, People are always going to be there to knock you down. You should never be ashamed of who you are and if you're struggling. If you're struggling, don't hide behind somebody else's pain. Talk to somebody. Let somebody know you're going through something. Because eventually you will crash and burn. And nobody will know. Nobody's going to know what's going on with you. Because you hide behind everybody else's drama. When in all reality, the reason why you're hiding behind everybody else's drama is because you have skeletons in your closet that need to be addressed. So address them. Whether it's privately with the doctor or whether it's with one person you trust, talk to somebody. But don't talk to that person that's going to fucking co-sign your bullshit. Because that can be scary too. Have a friend like Christine that's going to tell you how it is, whether you like it or not. I don't have to agree with everything she just did in the box. But know, she's a feisty one. I respect her for that. Doesn't mean I agree with her, but I respect her feistiness. Box of Mom, have a wonderful day. Right. If you don't want people in your business, don't put your business on a social media platform, and then not expect people to have an opinion of your actions. That's where it comes down to. All right, Emily. And in case you guys didn't know, if you look at my content, so last night while we're all stuck in this TikTok distraction, because this is a distraction while the rest of our world is falling apart. I didn't even know we were like going into World War III. Did anybody know that? Because I had no idea until I turned on the news last night for like 5 minutes, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Um, we're about to go into some crazy stuff. So don't forget, if you want to tell somebody you give a shit, or if you want to tell somebody they mean something to you and you care about them, go ahead and do it. Because tomorrow's not promised for none of us. Okay? If you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be holding on to, you need to confront somebody, confront them. Tomorrow's not promised. Or you can just let something go if it doesn't mean anything to you. Just let it go, you know? Some of us change our friends like we change our underwear on this app. And if that's the way life is thrown to you, then that's the way it's going to be. All right, so I'm just curious. What comment was pinned? Because I didn't see it. I know something was pinned, but I'm curious to know who pinned that comment. New York is a hellhole right now. I know people don't even realize what's going on. It's crazy. I didn't even realize until I turned on the news last night. It's we're in some shit right now. We're fucked. And all this is a big distraction. Our government loves it. All right. So did you not get the memo? Who just put on my thing what Emily said? I mean, I'm just gonna go into my Get down now. Get down. Dior. Down. All right. I'm just gonna go look and see who did it. Difference in disliking someone versus disliking actions. All right. So now the TikTok, is somebody allowed to pin their own stuff, or does a mod have to pin it? I'm not mad. I just want to know who pinned it. A mod has to. Okay, so what mod pinned that is what I'd like to know. They can pin their own. See, I'm trying to be educated because I don't know. I know, Sandra, but you're a mod, so I think you're able to. A mod has to, right? A mod has to. Okay, so what mod pinned it? Is what I'm asking. Okay. Alright, I just wanted to know who pinned it. That was it. Okay. I was confused because it was pinned and then unpinned, and I wasn't, not that I wasn't addressing it, I just was trying to talk. I didn't say Emily said anything wrong. Alright, guys, look. Just go appreciate life. Alright? Um, Again, if I am not spoken about and nobody is misgendering me and I'm not being called out on, I have nothing to say. All right. But this is a strong, but I will always have a very strong opinion when I see somebody in their pain or somebody hurting somebody, bullying somebody on this app. Okay. I've always been like that, and I will always be like that. You're not going to take that from me. Okay? So, my suggestion to those that don't agree with me is if you try to talk to your peeps, let your peeps know that when they go live, they should probably be a little bit more respectful to women, and then Mikey won't have an opinion. How about that? Does that sum it up? Oh, I see you're very opinionated, Emily. You don't miss a beat. And you see how somebody just, you got to be careful because there are people in this chat, in every chat, and everybody's stuff, that will just throw a comment in there to get the chat going. Okay, you see how you guys just threw in there, oh, it was KP that told somebody to pin something? KP didn't tell anybody to pin it. My mod just decided to pin it because my mod decided to pin it. Okay? So, everybody wants to run with certain things. Stop and pay attention. Not everybody. Okay, KP, it did ask you. Not everybody is going to. Well, I still stick by what I'm saying. Pay attention to the chat, okay? Because there are people that come in just to antagonize shit. I love. Oh, you're rooting for me, even when you kicked me and my dogs out to the streets. You're rooting for me. Nah, I don't think you're rooting for me. But I just think that certain people know your fucking fake accounts. That's all. But I don't need you to root for me. I need you to stay in your lane. Stay over there. I'll be over here, you stay over there, and we're good like that. Alright, guys. Have a good day. I'm getting off. Alright, say bye, Coco. Bye. Alright, guys. Love your faces. Have a blessed day. Thanks for hanging out.